Welcome to the lecture of manufacturing process. Last lecture we have ended with the sand testing. So you can refer all the lectures available on the YouTube channel Engineering College Baswad. So today we will start from the seven basics test that has to be conducted before the actual use of the sand. So we will start from the moisture content test. So basically, moisture content is what this amount of the water particle, or we can say amount of the water present in the molding sand. The moisture is the property of the molding sand. It is defined as the amount of water present in the molding sand. Low moisture content in the molding sand does not develop the strength property. If the high moisture in the molding sand, it decreases the permeability. So it is very important to check the moisture content in the molding sand to get the better quality. So here some procedure is there, like 20 to 50 gram of the prepared sand is placed in the pan and heated by the infrared heater bulb for 2 to 3 minutes. So actually we are heating the molding sand with the help of the infrared heater. Moisture in the molding sand is evaporated. Obviously, if you heat the water, it will evaporate from the molding sand. The molding sand is taken out, and obviously we will measure the weight. The percentage of moisture can be calculated from the following equation. You can see the W1 minus W2 divided by W1. You can see W1, that is the weight before the heating. So you have some moisture content, and again after heating you are measuring the weight of the molding sand. So it obviously it may be some less compared to the initial weight, because you have heated the sand and it loses the water content. So from this that you can calculate the moisture content. It is very simple test. You need one heater and the weighing machine to conduct this test. Okay. Now next is the clay content test. So you have to identify the amount of the clay which is present in the molding sand. Can clay influence strength, permeability and other molding properties? It is responsible for bonding strength particle together. Now here we have a procedure. Small quantity of prepared molding sand was dried first. Separate 50 gram of the dry molding sand and transfer to the wash bottle. Add 475 cc, that is centimeter cube of distilled water, plus 25 cc of 3% NaOH. Adjust the mixture about 10 minutes with the help of this sand stirrer. Fill the wash bottle with water up to the marker. After the sand has settled for about 10 minutes, siphon out the water from the wash bottle. Dry the settle down sand. The clay content can be determined from the difference in the weight of the initial and final sand sample. So this is very simple. You have to follow the procedure, and at final you have to dry the sand. You can calculate the moisture which is present in the molding sand with the same equation. Earlier we have calculated for the moisture. Now you can calculate the clay. Okay. Now grain fitness test. So this is also one parameter which is basically used for determining the molding sand strength. The grain size, distribution, grain fitness are determined with the help of the fitness testing of molding sand. The apparatus consists of the number of standard sieves mounted on the others on the powder ribbon shaker. So here obviously we are actually using the mesh to find out the grain size. So here we have a procedure. Sample of the dry sand placed in the upper sieve. Sand is vibrated for a defined period. Amount of the same retained for the sieve weighted. The percentage distribution of the grain is computed. So this is also very simple procedure. Here you can see we have different size of the meshing. Now next one is the flowability test. Flowability is test of the molding and the core sand usually determined by the movement of the rammer plunger between the fourth and fifth drop and is indicated in percentage. This reading can directly be taken out on the dial of the flow indicator. Then stem of this indicator raised again top of the plunger rammer and it record the actual movement of the plunger between the fourth and fifth drop. Now next one is the permeability test. The quantity of the air that will pass through the standard specimen of the sand at the particular pressure condition is called a permeability test. So nothing but we are applying the some pressurized air to the molding sand and we are calculating how much air will pass from the mold. An inverted bell jar which float in the water specimen tube for the purpose of the whole equipment, a manometer, so measure the air pressure. So these are the some equipment required for the permeability. So it is also very simple to check the permeability of the any molding sand. So here we have steps. We will not discuss in detail. You can pause for some minute and you can read the procedure and some parameter. Here you have equation. The permeability number is equal to V into H divided by APT, that is the volume of air, height of the specimen, area of the specimen, air pressure, time taken by the air to pass through the sand. So these are the some parameter you can calculate the permeability number. So this is the apparatus which is used basically to calculate the permeability test. So here you can say air inlet and air outlet. So we are applying the air to the sand and how much air is passed from the sand, that will give you the permeability number. So this is very simple instrument. Now this is a very important factor, refractoriness test. Refractoriness of the molding sand is judged by the heating the American Foundry Society standard and specimen to very high temperature range depending upon the types of sand. So heated sand test specimen are cooled to room temperature, examined under the microscope for the surface characteristic by scratching it with the steel needle. So if the silica sand remain sharply defined and easily give way to the needle sintering as not yet seen. So in actual experiment, the sand specimen is porcelain board is placed into a electric furnace. So you have to heat and again you have to check the sharpness of the particle. So this is a very simple instrument that is used for the refractoriness testing. So ultimately we are using the molten metal in the casting process. So as we fill the high temperature liquid molten metal into the mold, it should withstand. So we can say the sand must not be burned out with the at the high temperature. So here some steps written like prepare a cylindrical specimen of the sand, Heating the specimen up to 1500 centigrade for 2 hours. Observe the change in the dimension and appearance. If the sand is good, it retains specimen share and show very little expansion. If the sand is poor, the specimen will shrink and distort. So this is a very simple experiment to check the refractoriness of the molding sand. Now next is the strength test. Green strength and dry strength is the molding power of the various bonding material. Generally, green compression strength test is performed on the specimen of the green sand. The sample specimen may of green sand or dry sand, which is placed in the lungs, and compressive force is applied slowly by the hand wheel until the specimen breaks. Most common tests performed in the compression test, which is carried out in the compression sand testing machine. So you can see it's a very simple test. You have to just prepare the specimen according to the standard, then you can conduct the test into the compression sand testing machine. So here we have another machine. Now mold hardness test. Hardness of the mold surface can be tested with the help of the indentation hardness tester. It consists of the indicator spring-loaded spherical indenter. So from this equation, you can calculate the hardness of the mold. Like here we have one hardness tester machine. So you can check the hardness of the mold before heating and after heating, and you can compare with the result. So up to this, I think we have completed all the tests which are very necessary for the molding sand. Okay, so if you refer this test 2 to 3 times by reading the slides, and even you can also watch some videos related to the tasting of the sand. All those are available on the YouTube channel freely, so you can also refer those videos, so you will get the some idea, and you can also make the impression in your mind about the tasting of the sand. Okay, thank you.